It's the NFL on.
Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
You want to talk about a driven player, partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
Throwing to start here is Tua. And incomplete to open things up.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Tua. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Tua now on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first.
Here we go, set.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. On target over the middle to Hill. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down, Mostert. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sanders' kick is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader. Teams went 43-6 while he was in college. Has speed, dual threat ability, and the production off the charts while he was in school, and also did a nice job of limiting turnovers. When you put it all together, there's a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Second and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 3, he doubled that, he got 6. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. On second down, a run with Patterson. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Got his man. It's London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Robinson on a give right side. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
On 3rd down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And nowadays, to get to the first down marker, he blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
They go play action here on 1st down. Into the hands of London. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards down to the 13. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's caught left side, the tight end Pitts. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have moved out in front.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua completes it to the tight end, Smythe. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Avery Williams deep for Atlanta. This is brought in at the 21. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it will be Falcon football. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Miller with it over the middle. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Koo now for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From just shy of midfield, Tua. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He'll hit Mostert again here. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Miami. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Come on, let's go. Let's focus in on what we got to do here. I know you. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Back to throw. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Here's Berrios. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Let's go. Get in there. Let's go. Let's rock and roll, baby.
Once again, it's Mostert, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this is going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here's Williams to return. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll drop to throw. That's complete to Robinson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Mac Hollins the intended target, and it's 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
Dancing away at the 30. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Can we just take that run and turn it into kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. They'll run again here with Robinson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now back to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! Desmond Ridder on target to Drake London. And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Coup for the extra point. And it's 21-3. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 47 yards. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert.
A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And here now come the Falcons.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
They'll give it to Patterson.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Raekwon Davis in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 12-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Tua. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe one block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tua getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Tua now on first down. Looking deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, it's Tua. He is going to find Hill here. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
2nd down and goal. Tua. Flush to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.